Today we'll be looking to find the surface area and volume of pyramids. A pyramid is a polyhedron in which the base is a polygon and the lateral faces are triangles with a common vertex called the vertex of the pyramid. In other words, you have a base that's some shape, in this case triangle, square, hexagon, and all of the faces are triangles that meet at one point. The lateral area of a triangle is the perimeter of the base times the slant height divided by 2. Let's talk about what those words mean. So P equals the perimeter, the distance around the base of the pyramid, so you add up all the sides of the base. The slant height is the altitude of a lateral face. In other words, you start at the vertex and you go down the side, and that is the slant height. It's not going down the middle of the pyramid, but down the middle of the side of a pyramid. So here's your slant height here. Here's your slant height here. Those would all be examples of L, the slant height. The height of the pyramid is the perpendicular segment from the vertex to the base middle of the base. Sorry, it's just to the middle of the base. So it goes straight from the vertex down to the middle. It's on the inside. So you see that there's the height. So there's a difference between the slant height, which goes down the outside, and the height, which goes down the middle. And then finally, big B, when we get to that, will be the area of the base, which you've seen before. So surface area is PL over 2 plus big B, which is the area of the base. So perimeter of the base, add up all the sides, times the slant height going down the side, divide that number by 2, plus whatever the area of the base is. And the volume formula is the area of the base times the height, so the height's the straight up and down distance, divided by 3. So please make sure you get this terminology down. It's important that you know what each of these letters represents. All right, in a regular pyramid, so where all the sides are the same on the base, the height, the apothem, and the slant height form a right triangle. That's going to be critical that you see that because we're going to have to use that right triangle to solve for missing pieces of our pyramid. So let's try one out. Let's start by making our lovely little chart and writing out our formulas. So lateral area is PL over 2. Surface area is PL over 2 plus big B. And volume is base times height divided by 3. So we need P and L here, P and L and B, and then area of the base and the height. So I always start by drawing the base. The shape of the base here is a square, and each of the sides is 14. So right off the bat, I know that the perimeter is 14 times 4, so 56 for the perimeter. Now look at this 24 number. That 24 is the height because it goes down to the middle. So the height is 24. Sorry, I accidentally wrote BH there. It should just be B. So we have a square for a base. Can we solve for the area? Sure. 14 times 14 is 196 for the area of the base. So the only thing that's left is to find the slant height. So I'm going to take that triangle on the inside and draw it. The height is 24. Now I need to know the apothem. So I take my base and I drop the apothem and I put a 45 there because it's a square, which makes this 7 and that 7. So the apothem is 7. For a square, it will always be half. So Pythagorean theorem, 7 squared plus 24 squared. Take the square root, gives you 25 right there. So the slant height is 25. And now just plug in PL, so 56 times 25 divided by 2. 56 times 25 divided by 2 gives me 700 feet squared for the lateral area. So 700 plus 196 gives me 896 square feet. And for the volume, it'll be 196 times 24 divided by 3, which gives me 1568 feet cubed. So make sure that you do this triangle when you try to do pyramids. So you need the base and the triangle on the inside. All right, I want you to pause the video and try setting this problem up on your own. See how far you can get. All right, welcome back. Let's see how you did. So LA, PL over 2. SA, PL over 2 plus big B. and then volume is big B times H divided by 3. So we need P and L, and B, and then big B and H. So start by drawing the base. Base is an equilateral triangle, 6 on each side. So the perimeter will be 18. Let's see, the 10 is what's going down the side. So that's the slant height, so that's going to be 10 there and there. Now, we have to find the area of this equilateral triangle. I always find it easy on the pyramid to actually drop the apothem and the radius. And it'll be a 30 there and a 3 there. So I have to go from my 60 side to my 30 side. So that means I have to divide by the square root of 3. So you really need to do that to top and bottom. So 3 root 3 over 3, which gives you just the square root of 3 for your apothem. So the formula for the area of a triangle is AP, so root 3 times the perimeter divided by 2, which gives you 9 root 3 for the area of the base of this equilateral triangle. Now, I'm going to draw the triangle on the inside. The apothem goes down here, and that is root 3. We don't know the height yet, but we do know the slant height, which is 10. So Pythagorean theorem tells me root 3 squared plus height squared will give me 10 squared. So that's 3 plus h squared equals 100. So h squared will equal 97. So the height is the square root of 97. I know it's a big number, and sometimes they'll ask you to round, and that's okay in that case. So let's figure out LA and SA, because those are pretty straightforward. So 18 times 10 divided by 2 gives you 90 centimeters squared. Here it's going to be 90 plus 9 root 3. We can't break that down any more than it already is. Centimeters squared. And finally, this is going to be 9 root 3 times root 97 divided by 3. So 9 times 1 is 9 times the square root of 97 times 3. So root 291 divided by 3, which is 3 root 291. And that's centimeters cubed. And if you rounded that, you would just type in 3 square root of 291 and get 51.176 centimeters cubed. All right, last one. I want you to pause and see how far you can get with this. Okay, let's see how well you did. Let's draw the chart. So we got LA, PL over 2, SA, PL over 2, plus big B, and volume, big B times H divided by 3. P equals, L equals. And if you can get this one and the last one, then I think you got pyramids down really well. All right, so let's draw the base separately. Each side is 4. So the perimeter right off the bat is going to be 4 times 6, so 24. It tells you up top that the height is 12. So let's go ahead and draw our innards here. So hexagon, so it'll be 60 at the bottom, and half of 60 is 2. To go from 30 to 60, it's 2 root 3. So we're going to do the apothem times the perimeter divided by 2 for the area, which gives me 24 root 3 for the area of the base. Now, let's go ahead and draw the triangle. Remember that triangle? And fill in our missing pieces. So the apothem goes at the bottom, so 2 root 3. We don't know the height. Oh, we do know the height. Sorry, it's 12. And we don't know the slant height. That's what we're trying to solve for. So it's going to be 2 root 3 squared plus 12 squared equals the height squared. So to square this, you do 2 squared times 3 is 12, plus 144 equals h squared. So you get h squared equals 156. And of course, we're going to square root that number. Now let's break down 156. We get, let's see, 4 times 39, which is 2 and 2, 3 and 13. So I have a pair of 2's. So 2 square root 39 for the slant height. And now we just plug in and we're done. 24 times 2 root 39 divided by 2 gives me 24 square root 39. So you get 24 square root 39 plus 24 root 3. Those are different roots, so we don't combine them. 24 root 39 plus 24 root 3. And finally, 24 root 3 times 12 divided by 3, which is 96 square root 3. Now, of course, if any of these ask you to round, you just type them in. So please practice your homework. It's actually a little bit easier than this. This is as hard as it gets. So thank you for watching.